Hello and welcome to the Bristol Rovers Snowboard and Skiing Club. I should have intro music here, but I don't know how to edit it in, so you'll have to just bear with me. It could cut to like a dynasty sort of scene with lots of photos and music and all sorts of things. These are the new blue lights we've installed in the kitchen. If you watch the ridiculous Gem's Christmas Kitchen, you'll know that we had blue Christmas lights up, and Kerry liked them so much that she wanted blue lights permanently in the kitchen, which I have to say hurt my eyes a little bit, so let's turn them off. Anyway, the reason I wanted to do a video today is because it's the 1st of February today, so it's a month after any of the Christmas videos, a bit more than that in fact, and I wanted to catch up with you about where I'm going with my fitness, and in fact maybe motivate you a little bit as well if you're also trying to lose a bit of weight. So quick recap, a year and a month ago now, I weighed myself in at 18.5 stone, wanted to get down to 16 stone. Did a lot of hard work for a year, plateaued out at 17 stone, did the Gem's Christmas Kitchen, put on 4 pounds, which I was a bit disgusted about, but nonetheless, it was Christmas time. And then I had to do something about it. Now, I teamed up with Kerry and 2 of our friends, Mark and Lucy, and we've been doing something throughout January called Waist Watchers, where all we do is we try and diet and eat a bit more healthily throughout a week. And then on Mondays, we weigh ourselves and share it with the group so that we can all see what we've been doing or not doing. And it really did, I found it really motivating to get done. So that's been good. So we all approach it slightly different ways. And what I'm going to do is tell you how I've approached it, because I think I've done all right, but I'll let you know my weight at the end. So what have I been doing to lose weight in a typical week? Well, first of all, I identified that having 3 cooked meals a day, which is largely what I was doing with snacks, isn't going to get me anywhere. So I wanted to reduce that down. So I started looking for meal replacements, and this is what I've got. Now, I just want to say, bit of a caveat here, what I'm about to show you, the company does not sponsor this video at all. It's just something that I happen to have picked. So I pick, for breakfast, I have now, protein shake. Every morning, get up, 1 protein shake, and what I found with that is it really does see me through to lunchtime, and I don't have to eat anything else. I literally have 1 of these, don't feel hungry, it's great. And this particular one is a banana flavour. And so what I started off doing was having a protein shake for breakfast. That would see me through to lunch. Lunchtime I would have a small snack type meal, which I will give an example of here. So I was doing a lot of having, I'm sure you've seen these about, other tin fishes available, but tin like mackerel and sardines and things like that. If you get the olive oil ones, they've got a lot of protein in them. They're actually really good for you. And I used to have them on brown bread. But I started getting in my mind that bread is not particularly good for you. I mean, it's delicious, but so I cut out the bread and started just eating the fish for lunch. And I'd have with it, say, a tomato and maybe as a sort of pudding, have a banana or something like that. So that's what I was doing. And while we're talking about bread, I've also kept in my mind a bit of a jokey phrase, which everyone who knows me will be about to say this now, in that bread is cake, and I found that really useful to keep in my mind. Bread is effectively the same as cake, a bit less sugar in it, it's basically the same thing. But every time I think about having a bit of bread, which I do love, what I do is think, well, imagine if that was a slice of cake. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold. It's not COVID though. Right. So yeah, I've been trying to cut down on my bread, and when I think of it as cake, like it's a treat, you know what, it's a lot easier to cut it out of your diet, and I think that's also helping as well. So I've been having protein shakes, bread, brown bread and mackerel fillets, and then in the evenings what we do, both me and Kerry do, and this is more a Kerry thing, so thank you Kerry for persevering, we cook our evening meals out of one of these non-books. Again, these don't sponsor this video. You know, it's just what we use. I'm not saying you should use it. If you're unfamiliar with these, I mean, take a look at them because it might be helpful to you. But we cook all our evening meals out of these now. We've got 3 of these books, and they're sort of healthier versions of, you know, recognisable meals. And I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you straight, the meals are nice. If they were horrible, I would tell you they were horrible. So that's quite useful as well. So it's healthier versions of normal food that you have, and it's, you know, nice stuff. So that's what I've been doing. With the protein shakes, I'm not saying you should use protein shakes. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. I'm not suggesting you do anything. I just want to make that very clear. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So with the protein shakes, yeah, if you are going to use them, do make sure you get a diet version. So you get, it's not just protein shakes, aren't just one thing. There's lots of different types that do lots of different things. Years and years ago, when I was younger and I used to go to the gym, I got a weight gainer one because I was trying to build up muscle mass and body mass and everything. And that really did pile the pounds on. So be careful, you know, what you're buying. I use this one, Diet Whey, and it just works for me. Different ones may work for you. But what I've done in the later weeks of January is I did away with having lunch. And instead, I was having 2 protein shakes a day. So I have a protein shake for breakfast, a cherry bakewell version for lunch, which is what I'm going to have for my lunch now. Got one here. Lovely. It's like drinking cake. Oh, it tastes really nice. And then I just have pinching on meal for tea time. So effectively, I'm having 1 cooked meal a day. That's really cut me down the cooked food that I was having. Weekends, do let myself slide a bit, but I am sticking to drinking only on Friday and Saturdays now. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at that, but I'm certainly motivated to do it. So that seems to be working well. Now, overall, all this has helped along with a exercise regime. So as you know from watching the videos, I used to go running twice a week. Because of the lockdown, our running group had to be cancelled, which was a bit of a shame. But what I've been doing instead is going out for daily exercise and doing walks. And these walks get longer and longer, really. So yesterday, me and Kerry went out for a walk, and we walked for 11k, which is the longest walk we've recorded on Strava. And we're doing walks 3 times a week now, so it burns pretty much around the same calories as running. So I'm quite happy to stick with walking for now. But running will come back into it at some point. And yeah, the upshot of all that is that I'm glad to announce that my weight has now dipped below that 17 stone plateau. So I weighed myself this morning and I was 16 stone and 8 pounds. So obviously something here is working and I'm going to stick with it. The plan is that I'll get to 16 stone and then I can allow myself the odd treat in that and just, you know, I've got to balance out my weight. But until we get there, I'm sticking with this. If you want a conversation about any of this, you know, drop me a message, either on YouTube or through personal DMs or what we call, slide into my DMs. However you want to chat, let me know, and I'll tell you my experience. I can't give you any advice because I'm not a fitness person, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just a fat football bloke who wanted to lose weight. That's all I am. But yeah, if you want to chat about it, I will chat about it. But anyway, until the next time, up the gas.